Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Nasir Soft. In this video, I will show it to you one of the most simplest and easy open data kit ODK, that is Dataplug. This is the site, that is dataplug.itu.edu.pk. It is mentioned in video description. Okay, so it is a very easy for a startup, and it's basically UI is very interesting. Okay, so inside this here you can see that they mention basically about this start using download data plug. Okay, so the first thing is you need to create an account on this. Okay, I have already account. So if you have not an account, just press sign up, and here inside the department you can select NIM or public, your first name, last name, email address, and password. Okay, so I have already signed up, so therefore I click on the sign in, and inside this I will provide my email and password and click on login. So after you sign up or sign in, okay, so this basically dashboard is showing to you. I have already an project, so first of all I delete this. Okay, so basically when you sign up, so this blank screen will be showing to you. So let's create a first, okay, project. It is a very easy for creation. Okay, so for example here it's show that add application. Press on this and give the application name. For example, the survey form is test. Okay, and then survey application. Okay, so we will create the application, that is survey application, and obviously you can also change the icon. So by default I not change it. If you have your company own logos, you can change it. Okay, so press on the add application. Okay, so after add application, here a new survey form is basically created, and now we will basically add some fields inside this. So for this, here if I press on the this gear icon, okay, here you can see that the various settings are showing. Go back and click on the edit. When I click on the edit, here you can see that this window will is showing. Okay, so you can also wear on different screen. For example, this is the Samsung Galaxy Y2. You can also change their phone, for example, just for the view up. Okay, so this mobile Xperia Z. So by default this is developing mode and Samsung Galaxy Y2. And so let's play on this HTC One. Okay, so from here on the left side, this is the control menu. Inside the control menu, the first is add form. Okay, so we will basically add a form. Okay, and inside this test survey application we will add a form. Okay, for example, we will start from the basic. Okay, so when I click on this add form, here it shows me the form name. The form name is, for example, testing. Okay, and you can also change the icon add form. When you press the add form, here you can see that inside this form testing form is showing. Okay, the form name is testing. Okay, and inside this here you can see that by default a submit button is showing. For example, from the left side, if I add you can add anything. For example, number field, text field, hidden field, text area. It's very simple, drag and drop. Okay, radio button. So for example, I add a text button, a text field. Okay, press on this here, the text field is added, and when I click on this, you can change the label. For example, full name. First label is full name. The variable name, okay, the variable name is, for example, name. Okay, and by default I apply this. You can also change this all. Okay, so after this, for example, for phone number, I can add a number field. Okay, and number field is, if I click on this, on the right side you can change the label. For example, mobile number. Okay, so how easy to design a survey form inside this, and field name, for example, mobile. Okay, and here let's go another radio button. For example, you can add anything. So I will add a radio button for gender. Okay, click on this, and on the right side here you can see that you can change the label of radio button to, for example, gender. Okay, and the field one value is, for example, male, and you can okay, number. Okay, so remove this one as well. Okay, so this is the option one is, for example, male. Option two, that is female, and I think the only two options are, so I remove this and click on apply. So here we add the gender as well. Okay, so how easily you can add the form elements. Okay, for example, one thing more, how we can add the drop down. For example, I add a drop down, and here by default it has three options. If you want to change it, for example, the label is something meaningful, like city. Okay, so here the city. Okay, and the first value, option one, is for example vacant, your city name. Okay, here, and also display the vacant. Okay, if you option two value, if you scroll down, option two value is for example another city name, Islamabad. Okay, so this is how simple you can add. Okay, and value three, for example, is Multan. Okay, and display value is also this. Okay, click on apply. You can see that the city drop down is also added. Okay, so let's add these four elements. Okay, after adding you can add multiple more things. Okay, submit button, change the submit button color and so on. Okay, so after this, press on the save button. If I press on the save button, as you can see that the form is saved. And now let's move to the mobile application. You will just look that how easy to develop a simple form, and then we will move to how easy to develop a mobile application and how easy to submit it with that application with the multiple users. Okay, so for the mobile application, just click on the build new version, this one, press on this. After it basically ultimately wait for 1 minute. Okay, it will basically generate an QR code, and you can scan that QR code to any Android mobile application or whatever phone you have. And after that, the link will be showing to, that is the APK link. Okay, and you can install that APK. So my this basically QR code is basically created. If I click on this QR code, so now let's move to the mobile phone, how you can scan this and how you can download this. And after downloading the application, we will fill that form inside the mobile application. And when I submit it, you can see that how easily you can submit on the cloud as well.
So I am using this Android mobile. Okay, inside the mobile, for the QR there are multiple application. Okay, so I have installed the application that is QR reader. Okay, so the QR reader is this one. Press on this QR reader, and inside this QR reader, so basically if I so this link is mentioned, so press on this link in order to install. Okay, download again, and inside this the downloading is completed. Okay, so it shows me this download folder. Click on this in order to install this. Okay, its installation is basically it shows me that install anyway. Yes, install anyway. App is installed. Now I open it. Okay, once you open it, by default it shows me to access all the storage, camera, phone. Yes, continue. Okay, and after some seconds the application is being initialized, and here you can see that the first name field, the mobile name, number, the male, female, and the cities are basically showing, that is the selected. So how easily, and it's looked like basically by default I don't change the icon, so it just look like a full mobile application. Okay, so if you have offline and your internet is not available, you can fill this and you can send it once the internet is available. So in my case my internet is available, so therefore I just inside the full name, this is my name, mobile number is for example this dummy value, mail, and inside the city, that is Islamabad. If I press on the submit button, is internet is not available, it's basically saved inside the local memory, and when internet available you can submit it again. Okay, so press submit. When I press submit, here you can see that it shows me please wait. Okay, and record submitted successfully. So now let's move to the server side on basically laptop and see how our this data looks like.
Okay, so as you see that we submit the data from the mobile application, and here if I go to the list view, okay, that is test application, and inside this one here you can see that the data is sent from version date, today date. Okay, from that name, that is Muhammad Nasir,
mobile, which I fill this field for. If here you can see that we not change the name of that specific field, so therefore by default it shows field 4. And it also set the IME number of the device from which we send. Okay, it also send me the location coordinates, and it also, you can also give to the map to map out this. Okay, so this is the beauty of the ODK. For example, if I click on this, here you can see that on the map it shows me that specific location where the data from where the data is sent. Okay, so this is the beauty of ODK data plug. If you load this application on multiple mobile phone for different person, for example, if the different person goes to different places for interview, so they basically the all the data is mentioned here. You can also click on this in order to export this to the Excel. Okay, for example, if I click on this one here, you can see that it shows me that from which tell me the date from which you want to export. For example, there only one row, so therefore you can, if there is multiple rows, you can also specify the data. If I click press on the export, now you can see that the excel is the cs excel file is basically created, so you can also export it to the Excel. So hope this video will help you a lot. If you have any question regarding to this topic, you can just go to the video description question link, and you can ask any question. I will reply it, or you can ask your question inside the video comment section. Don't forget to subscribe my channel for more informative videos. Stay blessed. Have a nice day.